Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
So there is one issue.
Yes.
So there is one issue here. I'll show you. It can be improved. Okay. So let's say this is the code. Okay. Now here I am removing this. So I have two spaces in between here, higher and much. Okay. So if I print here, let's see what happens. See?
Oh.
So
Right.
this can still be improved.
I
Okay.
see. Yeah. Yeah.
Now again, I'll show you once again. If I copy this, let me copy the optimized code here. And let me try to print and let me remove the middle name. Okay. Now here I have two spaces in between. Okay. So see, right? So the middle name is wrong. Why?
Yeah.
Because you have two spaces here. If I just remove one more space here, okay, and I try to run, see,
First and last name.
right? So
Yeah.
what I've done here in this, I have added all these three here. Okay. So if you go here to the 8-day focus resources, here, okay, this one is the first one. Okay. The second one, this is where it is written. Okay. And here you have the third one. So in the third one, maybe you see you can do the first one, second. I'm not saying that you have always focused because this is a very complex. Okay. If you have
Yeah.
if you have to run for your project, I'll never say go with the third option. I'll
Right.
always say go with what Lakshmi and Sumit is doing.
Right. Right.
Always go with, because it's an optimal code for your use case. Okay. But
Yes.
for when you're learning, always
Yeah.
you should learn the way Haya is learning. So whenever you see the big people, okay, the gurus who are basically doing this, what they will do is they will always go to the base. They will not go to the top and start writing. Okay, they will always go to the base so that the foundation is, if your foundation is clear, you will be able to explore more. So learning wise, you can do this. Once you learn this, then you can move to this. Okay, I know this, the basic, right? Now you can
True.
move and start doing this. Okay, so today I'll just wait for a while. So if you have any questions, you can ask here now before we move to the today's session.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
I have
explaining, Shashi. That's all I was gonna say.
Yeah, Lakshmi.
I have a question actually.
Mhm.
When Haya was having three words in her name, right? First name, middle name, and last name. What if they have like Sumit? He had 7 words, right? And I
Mhm.
have 4 words in my string. So
Mhm.
how can you differentiate first name and last name, and the middle ones are like middle name 1, middle name 2, depending on the separator.
Mhm.
I wanted to achieve that, but I didn't. I was not able to.
True. Your use case which you're asking, right? Instead of first name, middle name, and last name, you have a sentence.
Right.
So obviously, this will become troublesome to execute that particular use case, right?
Mm.
This task was given for first name, middle name, and the last name. The use case was clear to you,
Okay, right.
right? So
Yeah.
see, obviously, this is the best one which can be done for anything. It will be it first name, last name, and either it can be a sentence or a paragraph, right?
Yeah,
This is
just
going to work.
right. Mm.
This is what I'm saying. This is the optimal code what you have done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
What I'm saying here is when you're learning, right? If you go to the base, start here building your foundation, then you have the clear
Right.
understanding of if some complex scenario comes into the use case, right? Then
Mm.
you say, okay, I'll try this. If this is here, they will say, okay, you have the first name and last name, and they might say, okay, print where is the spaces, right? In between the sentence,
String.
print those
Mm.
lines where you have to have this. So you have this I.
Mm.
Will this I give you the length or not? So that time maybe you think of having index of, okay, or
That's
sometimes
true.
you have to write a code where you say like contents. contains Lakshmi. Okay. And at time also you might have to use index of, right? And then you have to do, you say, what do you say, substring, right? So then you have to go back to the basics.
Yeah.
So that's why what I'm saying is, when you're learning, go to the basics and learn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Sumit and myself was the same in my first version, and then
No, there's if I have to go deep dive, I'll see a lot of differences.
no, I have sent you two versions, right?
Oh, the other one, yeah.
Yeah,
So
the previous
see,
is similar to Sumit, if
no,
I'm not
it
wrong.
looks similar. It looks similar, but there's a lot of difference.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And I have one more question. Here I am taking @ full name a variable as a static string called Salesforce Marketing Cloud, right? But what if I want to substitute that with an attribute value from the data extension? I was not able to achieve that.
After that, you were able to achieve, right?
No, that's not this one. That is the different case.
Okay, what is the question? Let's go there first. Before moving to our today's session, okay, let me first. I don't want to spend more time here, but let's try once.
I know.
Yeah, tell me.
I have an attribute called full name in my data extension.
So in your D, you have an attribute called
full name.
Full name. This is the syntax. This is the spelling.
Yeah.
Okay.
And which is equal to Salesforce Marketing Cloud, let's say.
The data extension name.
No, the attribute value.
So what is your data extension name?
I have taken like ASDE1, AMPScript data extension.
Let's take master D.
Yeah.
And what is the attribute name?
Name, full name without spaces.
Full name. Okay. So.
And the attribute value is Salesforce Marketing Cloud with spaces.
Value is Salesforce Marketing Cloud.
Right.
Okay.
Now I want to declare a variable @ full name.
Okay, so I'm starting the block.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
Now you want to assign the value to AMPScript variable.
Right.
So I'll say full name. Okay. So I'll say attribute value
of,
and I give a code, right? Then I'm going to copy this one and I paste it here. That's it.
Yeah. So, and from here, go ahead.
But this one, when you are doing this has to be a sendable data extension.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. And when you're doing preview and test, okay, then what you need to do, you need to go to the folder, right? Select the D and then select the subscriber for whom you want to basically check.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to select the subscriber. If you're not selecting the subscriber, then it's not going to render this value.
Yeah, actually, I tried that, the same thing. From here onwards, like in my previous code, right, Lakshmi.amp. So there, instead of taking the static string, I am just replacing with the attribute value of full name, right?
Yeah.
So both are same, but it is showing like row count is 0.
If I have to go to this code snippet, right, they have given me one data extension, but I don't know if this data extension is a sendable one or not.
Yeah, it is sendable, Shashi.
If this is sendable, so let's say I want to create one. Okay, let me refresh. So let's say this is a full name. Full name. And what is this? Column, customer key. I don't know what is. Okay, let me put this column and customer key, what they're using. So this is text. So let me make it this 100. Okay. So I don't want to make primary or required field, just saving it. Now I'm going to add a value. Let's say contact key. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Contact ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a checkbox, so I'm leaving it. So here I'm going to give higher.
Mm.
So I hope the spelling is correct. Now,
Yes, it is.
so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this attribute name, column
Mhm.
name. Okay. So here, what I'm going to do is
Attribute value of.
value, give a code because you're giving an attribute name. So this code is important. Okay. So let's see this. Let's try to run this. See, working fine. See, okay. Okay. If you might say, oh no, I want to see what is happening here. Okay. So what I'll do is instead of higher, maybe I'll give some other name. So I don't know it's Farhan Farooq, but let's take this one. Okay. So let's try this. See, it worked. So what I can also do, see, I'll tell you, this is an AMPScript variable. Okay. So
Yeah.
if this is sendable,
Yeah, with a square bracket, you're going to say.
even without a square bracket, I prefer square bracket because sometimes somebody you'll have spaces, right?
You told us.
If I do this also, let's see. Okay. See, okay, I didn't write attribute value also. Working fine. Even if I write, even if I give a square bracket, it's going to work. But follow the best practice of writing attribute value. Okay. Yeah. See, when you write attribute value, then you have to understand this parameter is a string, so you have to quote it as a string. So even if I write, see, this is working fine. Understood?
These things didn't work for me, but I will give it a try again. We'll update you soon.
So understood, right? So
yeah, I got it.
okay. So let's start with our today's session.